Okay. Oh, what the heck? What are you doing down there? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Well, come along for a ride, shall we? I'm going to be, well, just organizing my comic books. Let's do this. So, this is the mess that has become, yes, there's a plate that's from my dinner, but this is the comic books I have not finished reading pile. Yep, I've gotten really behind on my comic book reading. So I try as much as I can during the day and the week, and I'm still purchasing them, but I'm not purchasing as much. I've lowered the amount of comic books I get weekly. So nowadays I get maybe like 3 or 4 a week that come in, which is helpful too. I'm gonna admit it, it's out of control. I really have to like stop watching stuff on TV, which is hard because a lot of new stuff has come out. Like Bad Batch just came out on Star Wars on Disney Plus. I just watched Jupiter's Legacy last weekend. By the way, I did a review, a 3-minute review of that on my channel, so you should check that out. And there's more coming out soon. Loki's coming out next month. So lots of stuff to watch. But again, I have stuff to read. I should be reading these things. And for some reason I haven't. And I don't know if it's just some of my, just some life things that have been happening with me over the last few years. Not the current situation we're in the world, but just some personal stuff. I don't know if I want to get into it, but it does have to do with my mental health, and need to work on that. So yeah, that could be part of it too. The plan is, when it comes to organizing it, I have another large shelving unit to put together, and maybe I'll do that this weekend and I'll show you guys how to do it. And then I'm going back to Ikea again. I know. Oh, I'm going back to Ikea because, well, I had an idea because I have a lot of board games as well, and I'll show them to you too. And they need to be organized better, because right now they're on piles like the comic books. They're piled everywhere around the house, or they're in these bags that I thought were a really good idea to carry them all in. But then I have 2 bags full of comic books. I'm not going to be able to carry all those. Very heavy. So so I thought, oh, there's an area in my apartment where I can maybe put another shelving unit, put all my board games in it. So I'm going to do that, I think, too. So this weekend I will be going into Ikea, and I will take you along and maybe see if I can show the inside of Ikea and show you what I'm buying there too. So that's where I'm at with things. So yeah, come along for the ride, shall we? It's a few days later. I didn't feel anything yesterday because I had a horrible headache, and so I was really tired and I just wanted to chill. So today I've decided to go to, yes, Ikea. Hopefully, fingers crossed, last visit to get the furniture to put this all together. So like I said in the last set of videos, I've got all these board games everywhere, and I need to put them in something other than bags sitting on the ground and moving them around the house. So that's what I'm getting today. I don't think I'm going to film in Ikea because it's just so busy and there's a lot of people, and I don't want to have to deal with, trying to film and not get people in the picture. So yeah, but I'll show you when I get the stuff, okay? So I'm outside of it, and it's not very busy right now. This is Sunday, and it's not very busy. Oops, as I knocked myself over. So yeah, it's Sunday. It's not very busy. So I'm really surprised. I thought there'd be more people here. I guess they're all coming later in the day. I don't know. That means it's going to be not as busy inside. So we'll see what happens. Well, I found what I needed. So now I'm going to head to the checkout, I think. I might go to the as-is section, because the as-is section has some really great things in it. So okay. Oh, we got a little flare effect. Well, anyway, as you can see, there are the 2 items that I bought. Now that's done, gotta go home, and I've got the other one to put together, which I don't know if I talked about in the other videos, but I'm gonna put a coloring on them, just a color to them. So I'll show you that when I get home. But anyway, let's drive home. Yay. Well, hello. All right, so it is the next day. Bit of a sort of bad, hard day because I had a migraine. Well, I've had a headache for 2 days. This is the second day. My medication did not work to help alleviate the pain. So I did not go to work. I've been laying quiet in the dark, just doing the things I needed to, like not let the pain completely overwhelm me. But I'm at a point where I'm okay. So I decided I would look at the comic books I have left to read and make sure I don't have like a lot of issues of certain comic books, which I do. And so that's what I'm doing. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, so some of them are just like one issue. There's some 2 issues. But then you have things like Detective Comics that I'm super way behind on. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues of Detective Comics I'm way behind on. And then I've already started stacking them a little differently. So there's some issues of Guardians of the Galaxy, some issues of Wonder Woman, some issues of Strange Academy, but you get the idea. Like, so I know what I have left to read. Like I have a few Dark Detective. So now the point is, where do I start? What do I read first to start the process of getting this under control to where, like, you know, well, I need to get it under control. I want to get back to the point where I'm at least like the week of, like I pick up the comic books and I either read them that night or sometime that week, as opposed to being so far behind that I am. Like the ones that are 2 issues, that means I'm only like a week or 2 behind on them, or maybe a month, because that comic book maybe only comes out because they come out monthly. That means I'm only 2 months behind on Spider-Woman, but I have 4 issues of Detective Comics, so that means I'm 4 months behind on it. So that gives you an idea of what it's really like where I'm at with it, because these all come out monthly, unless they came out bi-monthly, like twice a month. So I'm going to dive in and do some reading. And let's just see how far I get. Okay, so a little worse than I thought, because I had a stack behind me that I didn't put out with the rest of them. So there's actually 6 issues of Detective Comics. That means I'm 6 months behind on that one. And there's 3 issues of Daredevil, and there's 3 issues of Transformers, and there's 3 issues of Nightwing, and I just need to take a breath. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna sit down, put these in a better pile. I'm gonna sit down and watch them. This is Bearded Comic Bro and his wife. Every Friday they put out a video of naming something, a character from a comic book or something. So I'm just gonna watch that for a minute. Just breathe through my anxiety. And then I'll start reading. So I narrowed down everything. I've got 2 piles now. So the first pile, this is the first pile. These are just 1 issue of a comic book. So it's just last week or the week before or the week before that, the last 3 weeks, the latest issue of that comic book. And then, of course, I have these. These are ones that I have multiple issues that I need to go through still. So I've put them over there, and then I'm going to just work on these tonight and read these and see how far I get tonight in them, because, you know, there's some stuff on TV I've watched. I've watched latest episode of Bad Batch, and I've been watching Letterkenny, I've gotten caught up on some of the YouTuber channels I like to watch. So I'm just at that point where it's like, okay, I should work on reading these because I have them for a reason. And then, of course, there's that giant thing right there. And the other one just like it a few feet away that are sitting there going, well, are you going to put us together? Huh? You went all the way to Ikea to get us, and now we're just sitting here. Yeah, I do believe they're talking to me. They're inanimate objects. My house is like Disney. All the inanimate objects have ended up talking to me. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I will be working on those. If I can find that dang contact paper I bought to put on it. After I turned off the video, I looked everywhere for it, and I just don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. I'm hoping I didn't throw it out by mistake somewhere. So, good times. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read. Okay, a few days later, and I found it. I found the contact paper so we can make this purple. I'm so excited to try this. I can't wait to see how it goes. I tested the length on another one to see how it looked lengthwise and widthwise. And it's a bit wide by about maybe an inch. So I'm going to have to cut off an inch after I cut off the length. Because the width is the right width, almost like an inch too wide. So luckily, the inside has a pattern on it. So there's little lines, and I can use those to make sure I'm measuring it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this paper down over the top, but this way, face down, so then I can get the right actual measurement, and then cut from there. And then I can then peel it and put it on there. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I've got it on, but as you can see, there's bubbles. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use this to get rid of all the bubbles. All the bubbles. Like that. Ooh. And hopefully not make any little problems or little gashes. Just lots of little burps. It's going to take a while. I mean, I could have gone in as I went, but I was afraid of it like getting so tacky that it wouldn't stay on. But I got it pretty much on. I cut off the edge that was like the inch that I didn't need, and that went off easily because I used the little little knife that it gave me, the little cutting knife it gave me. So there's a little bit of extra, but I can fold it over a little, and that'll just be the back of the shelf. So it's gonna look great when it's done, because look at it matches my shirt almost. A different color, purple, but it still works. And this will be great because this will be the desk that's the shelving that's the background for my little video studio area where I do a lot of my unboxings or other kind of videos. So yeah, it's gonna work great. Just gotta get all the bubbles out. But hey, I'm watching this something on TV. Watching Castlevania on Netflix. It's an interesting show. It's like taking this game from like the 80s or 90s that was really popular and made a whole story around it. I think this is the 4th season of it, I think. Something like that. But anyway, I got that to watch while I do this. So, yay! Well, I got to a point where I got almost all of the big giant bubbles out and most of the small ones. So I decided, well, let's work on the smaller parts, because, you know, we've got the smaller intersections that have to be a certain color. So I started doing that, and this is how far I got. Okay, so I took one and I printed it, I put it down and I cut it out, and I got 3 of them. The problem is I need 4 times. That means I need 8. So 8. And to get 8, I need more. So this one, well, I'm not going to be able to finish it because I have to get another roll. And this isn't a roll I can just go down to like one of the hardware stores or big box hardware stores and buy it, because I had to buy it online. And that takes about 2 or 3 days to do. So we're going to order it again, and then we'll finish this one, which sucks because now I have this thing that's like not even halfway built. I've got to put somewhere. But I'm going to work on the other 2 that I'm going to use for my games. So I can at least get that done and get that up. So that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Okay, so I've moved on to the smaller one, which is this one. So I'm working on this one. and this will hold all my games. So I'll put that together, and it's gonna go. I just did a spin for nothing. It's gonna go in that spot right there where the fan and that TV tray are. And then of course the monstrosity that is the larger one. I've just put on my dining room table because right now I haven't been using my dining room table. But eventually, once I get everything cleaned up, my dining room table will be used for things like hopefully for gaming when I have people over to play games. So let's get to work on finishing this bad boy. Let's see how it goes, okay? I'll see you on the other side. Ta-da! It's put together! Yay! I did it! Alright, so now I just gotta put it in its spot. And then that will be it. I'm watching, by the way, a live show. Two Brothers Comics books. They're doing a unboxing of some toys they got. So it's really fun. They're unboxing a Star-Lord one right now. But yeah, look at it. It's together. Whew. Okay, got it in place. Here's what it looks like. So I had a little trouble. One of the boxes, everything fell out, as you probably saw in the little montage I did. Oh, my back. But at least I have a place to put almost... I think all of them will fit. Like, there's one empty spot because I have about 4 or 5 games in my car that I usually am taking recently when I go gaming with my friends. So I think I'm going to leave it off for here. Whew, that's a lot to do in an afternoon. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Hey, there's the Two Brothers comic books again. Well, thanks for joining me. As usual, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Do you have board games or comic books, and how do you store them? Do you keep them in bags, or in boxes, or in bins? Long boxes, short boxes? What are you storing your stuff in? And what board games are you playing, if you play any? Tell me. I want to know about the board games you're playing, because I'm sure you saw some of the ones I had. So, or ask me about them, and I'll tell you more about them. Okay? Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.